So obviously a tough loss for you guys this weekend. You concede the 3 goals in 10 minutes. It comes a week after you had a late goal in Chicago. How do you kind of look at this game and maybe look at these late concessions?
I have to look at the positives first, which were many. I think we continue to progress from Dallas to this game against Orlando. We saw the team improving in many different ways. Offensively, we created a lot of chances. Defensively, we were solid. And I think even at a point in the game, we felt dominant. Unfortunately, we had those minutes that were a little bit disappointing. But it's part where we have to continue to work. I think the only way to correct is by working. And the guys are putting the work in to continue to become better. But I've seen a huge improvement from the guys, and I thought it was a fantastic game, and it's unfortunate not to have won that match, because I think the way we play, it was fantastic. But nevertheless, it's important, the result. So we got to continue to work to get more points.
In terms of just giving up the late goals, does that at all a concern for you at this point, or is it's something where you think with continue working that that's something the club will be able to improve on?
I have no doubt that we're going to improve in that as well. I know that that's something that has been part of the past, but we're going to continue to work to make sure that we minimize that as much as we can. And that goes with mentality, with concentration, and the guys are growing in that area very much. And I thought, as I said, there were 80 very good minutes this past match. So every time the players are giving more and more. So I'm very confident to say that that's not going to be an issue for us.
You guys are finally returning home after 5 long games on the road. How does it feel to finally have this first game at Providence Park?
Finally. It's been a long 5-6 weeks. Different time zones, weather, there's so many different things that we have to go through. Snow, water break in Dallas. So for the guys, it's been very difficult. But coming back home and now finally on the first match at home is exciting from the player standpoint. To be able to have a week here in Portland and be able to play in the stadium, and also for the coaching staff and for me, being able to finally see this passion from the fans, and so I'm excited to be home.
How important do you look at this stretch now of 4 or 5 games at home, particularly since the road trip, maybe in terms of points, didn't go as much as you planned?
I go one game at a time. We have to just be as strong as we can be in this game, and then concentrate on the next, as we have done in the past games, and continue to grow. And I think the team is on the right path in regards to the improvements. Now we have to, solidify that with the results. But I cannot think about all this game at home. Of course, that this has to be a fortress. This has to be a place that people understand that they're going to have a difficult time. And that's one thing that we have to continue to create, because it's been something that has been part of the past as well. And with the defense and the passion, I'm sure, even the new guys that I have seen probably, the stadium in YouTube, how it gets, but until you're not here, you don't get the feelings. They're going to be very excited to perform.
And we didn't see Liam Ridgewell in this game again. From what I had heard, this time it was a calf injury, not a coach's decision. Can you talk about, is that accurate, how he's doing, and what that means for him now going to this next game?
Yeah, no, that's accurate. He was injured for this past game, and he trained today fully. So we'll make the decision during the week if he's going to be part of this weekend.
Do you feel like he's back in the club at this point, or where's your kind of feelings about his role with the team at this time?
No, he's definitely back in the club in regards that he's fully invested into the club. So he's working hard. He's a professional. He has a lot of experience. He's giving a lot to the club as well. So he's one more player that is pushing and want the best for the team.
And the ESPN broadcasters said that Darren Asprilla last week there was some sort of indiscretion. They said he was in the doghouse. Can you explain what they were talking about?
No, we don't have doghouses in the facility. So Daron is good. Daron played. He came into the game last match, and he's maintained. He's still an important player for us, and we're demanding in certain aspects what we want to see from him. But he's an important player as well for us.
But did something happen last week that they were referring to?
Yes, there was a situation that I think is more for us as a club to maintain, but it's nothing out of the ordinary that doesn't happen in soccer. So everything is very good.
And last one, then I'll hand this off to someone else. But with that, I mean, you have something internal with Asprilla, maybe something internal somewhat with Liam. Are you at all concerned that we don't fully know what's going on, but that there's maybe some internal things going on with players right now?
No, there's nothing internally from my part to say that there's an issue with both of them. If there was an issue, they would know it, and I will sit down and tell them. And I sit down with both of them, and we have spoken, and there's no issues between the player and me, none of the two. So it's just selections and decisions that we make, but we have rules also, and we have to stick with our rules, and that's important. But there's no issues. Actually, I believe in both of them.
Gio, talk about playing on the turf surface versus grass and how you will prepare for that. I understand you're going to practice here tomorrow, or what's your thought process in getting ready for that?
No, definitely. I mean, we will practice here on Thursday to get used to the new turf. The guys have played already in this type of turf, so I don't see any issues at all. Actually, there's excitement to come back to the stadium, to be in front of our fans, to get that extra energy that we haven't received the past five games. So there's a very good positive vibe from the players to want to play home and play here. So the turf is not an issue at all.
Can you talk a bit about Andy Polo's development and his role in the last game? Seemed to be, for lack of a better word, maybe a little more defensive than maybe it will be going forward. I
think more than defensive, I think he showed that he can defend, but also when he attacks, he shows up very good moments of how he is able to reach those areas and be also a threat. He has a lot of quality. He showed in this game that he's versatile, that he can play more than one position, and I think he's been a very good acquisition for the club, and I'm very excited about his future and his role in the team.